Destiny, Part 1. Destiny was a young woman in her early 20s, known for her radiant smile and spirit. After several painful relationships, each ending in betrayal or disappointment, she decided to focus on building her own success. Her drive and talent led to the creation of one of the city's top restaurants, which quickly gained acclaim. At a high-profile event, Destiny met Mr. Goodwill, a handsome and confident businessman in his early 40s. Despite their age difference, Destiny was drawn to him, and their relationship blossomed into a whirlwind romance. For 5 months, they enjoyed lavish travels and dinners together. However, while planning a surprise birthday party for Mr. Goodwill, Destiny discovered a photograph of him with a wife and 5 children. Shocked, she confronted him. Mr. Goodwill admitted he was married with a family and had hidden this to avoid complications in their relationship. He apologized, claiming his feelings for her were genuine despite his complex personal life. Destiny was torn. She loved Mr. Goodwill but struggled with his deceit. She attempted to move on by dating other men, but these relationships failed to provide solace. Eventually, she returned to Mr. Goodwill, finding comfort in their bond despite the complications. As time passed, Destiny's restaurant faced financial and operational troubles. Mr. Goodwill provided sympathy and financial support, but the pressure mounted. One evening, while dining at an elegant rooftop restaurant, Destiny expressed her frustrations about her restaurant's future. Mr. Goodwill's reassurances did little to ease her anxiety, and she felt an underlying tension. Her unease grew as Mr. Goodwill took a phone call during their dinner. When he returned, his demeanor was different, more anxious and distracted. Destiny wondered what he might be hiding and how it might affect her and her restaurant. As the night went on, Destiny's sense of foreboding deepened. The support that once felt like a lifeline now seemed fraught with hidden complexities. The answers to her growing questions remained elusive, leaving her on edge and uncertain about her future. Hello, this is GINIA. Please subscribe to my channel if you love my stories. Thank you. The fallout from Destiny's misfortunes was staggering. Her once thriving restaurant, a symbol of her ambitions and hard work, was sold off in a desperate bid to stave off her mounting debts. The funds from the sale provided only a temporary reprieve, barely enough to cover the bills that seemed to multiply with each passing day. As her financial situation deteriorated, so did her sense of self. Frustration turned into obsession as she sought a solution to her problems, driven by a gnawing feeling that there was more to her plight than mere bad luck. Goodwill, ever the pillar of support, tried to alleviate her distress. He encouraged her to focus on the positives and assured her that he was there to help her rebuild. Yet, Destiny's insistence on finding an external solution only deepened. The reassurance from Goodwill seemed hollow as her life spiraled further into chaos. In her quest for answers, Destiny sought out a well-known spiritual advisor, hoping that his insights could shed light on her dire circumstances. The encounter was unsettling. The spiritual man revealed a dark truth: the man she was involved with, whom she knew as Goodwill, was entangled with a powerful occultic group. According to him, her connection with Goodwill had been exploited for sinister rituals, and her own destiny had been manipulated. He painted a grim picture of her future, describing her as a mere vessel of emptiness, her life destined to end in despair because she no longer has womb. The revelation hit Destiny like a tidal wave, leaving her numb with disbelief. Desperate to confirm the spiritual man's claims, she consulted several other sources, each providing eerily similar accounts. The consistency of their messages was chilling. Goodwill was implicated in forces beyond her understanding, using her for his dark purposes. The sense of betrayal was overwhelming. Anger consumed Destiny as she realized how deeply she had been deceived. Her self-loathing intensified as she grappled with the shame of having lowered her standards to be with someone who not only misled her but exploited her for his gain. The rage she felt toward Goodwill transformed into a burning desire for retribution. Determined to extract her own pound of flesh, she began meticulously planning her revenge. The knowledge she had of Goodwill's life, including his permanent address, became the foundation for her elaborate scheme. The months of anger and plotting eventually led Destiny to a period of introspection. She spent a grueling month reconciling with her fate, seeking forgiveness from God for the dark intentions she harbored. This period of soul-searching was both a punishment and a preparation. It forced her to confront the person she had become and the path she was about to embark upon. Having reconciled her conscience, Destiny devised a plan. She approached Goodwill with a fabricated business proposal, claiming it required a substantial investment. Goodwill, perhaps underestimating her potential, agreed to fund the venture, convinced that her chances of success were non-existent. Little did he know, Destiny's true intentions were far from the business world. As Destiny prepared to execute her plan, she felt a mixture of anticipation and dread. The lines between justice and revenge blurred, and she found herself questioning whether her actions were truly righteous or merely a path to her own destruction. Just when she was about to set her plan into motion, Destiny received an unexpected message. It was from an unknown number and contained only a cryptic note: "You don't know the whole story. There's more at stake than you realize. Meet me where it all began." The message was signed with an unfamiliar symbol, one that evoked a sense of foreboding. The message left Destiny in turmoil. She was at a critical juncture, her revenge all but ready to be enacted, yet now faced with a new mystery that promised to uncover more than she ever anticipated. As she stood on the precipice of her plan, the weight of the message and its implications began to sink in. The meeting place mentioned was a location tied to her past decisions and mistakes, where it all began. Would this unexpected encounter reveal a deeper conspiracy? Was there more to Goodwill's involvement than she had been led to believe? As she contemplated her next move, the ominous message hung over her, promising revelations that could either shatter her plans or lead her to an entirely new understanding of her predicament. Destiny was left staring at the abyss, her future hanging in the balance. What awaited her at the point could alter everything she thought she knew about her enemies, herself, and the path she was on. To be continued. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube page for part 2.